Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be providing a long-term market analysis for Harmony One. I'll be looking at some moving averages on the weekly chart, some key support levels I'm watching out for, and my general thoughts into the next few weeks and the next few months. So if you guys enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, by the way, this channel is partnered with FTX.us. You can check them out in the link in the description below. I'm going to be starting here off on the weekly, and what I want to focus on first is these two moving averages. If you've been following my channel, you know very well these are the 20-week SMA and then the 21-week EMA, and I really like to use this for a lot of altcoins because they have been very strong resistance throughout the duration of this bear market. You can see back here in February, this is the level that Harmony One had a pretty key rejection off around 23 cents. We formed lower lows, came up, and then had another rejection right here in March at around 17 cents, and ever since then, Harmony One has not retested these moving averages. So currently they range from around 2.6 all the way up to around 4.1 cents. So it's a pretty wide range. And over the next few weeks, look out to see if Harmony One does have a retest. You can see these have been moving down pretty steeply. And if I were to just extend these out into the next few weeks, you can see that we could retest them at a lower valuation if we were to say retest it in the middle or later October. Now, what I'm going to be looking out for specifically is if we have a reaction to these moving averages similar to the previous rejections. Now, notice how after these rejections, Harmony One made fresh lows and then started to break down support. So if Harmony One does get that retest, look to see if either we get a rejection or if we start to do something else where instead of rejecting, maybe we start to break back above it. And that would actually be a bullish sign because that's going to be the first time Harmony One has actually been above these ever since the all-time high back earlier on in January. So definitely something to watch out for into the next few months. And another thing I'm going to be looking at is the support level lower down. So if we do have a rejection or we just start to drop from here, I'm looking at this zone from 1.7 to 1.45 cents. Now, both of these levels are very significant, and I do have it as more a range as opposed to one specific price point. The reason is because this level around 1.7 cents was the February 2021 low. That was the area that Harmony One had a pivot point, bounced back off of, and then formed higher highs, making it a very impressive point of support. So you can also see how that corresponded to the June low, and that is where Harmony One has held support, and that is the level that we bounced off of, forming this lower high around 3.4 cents. So we are just about a few percent above that area, so there's a very real possibility that Harmony One does get a retest of that zone. Look to see if Harmony One can bounce off of this if demand and buyers start to step in. If they don't, then I would consider the next level down around 1.45 cents to be another area of interest. Now, this was the high of 2020. Notice how Harmony One had a very significant rejection off of this area, and following that rejection, Harmony One actually retraced about 76% in just the following 20 weeks, which was extremely significant considering that Bitcoin during this time frame had an impressive rally. So this was not a move that just corresponded to the rest of the market. Rather, this was Harmony One's own sort of price action and level that it respected. So if we do get a retest of that level, I would also consider this to be very strong support, especially on the weekly. It does stand out to me as being that high of 2020. Now I want to switch over here to the Harmony One Bitcoin chart, which I gotta say has had a very low amount of volatility over the last few weeks. Now, if I just take a measured move here, you can see that we've been in this very tight range, consolidating between 96 Satoshis and around 107 Satoshis, representing about a 12% range. Now, for Harmony One and altcoins with its volatility, this is a pretty tight consolidation range, and I would look to see if Harmony One breaks to the upside or to the downside, look for a trend continuation. So what that would mean is if we have some sort of breakout above the range, look to see if we start to have a new mini uptrend where we start to outperform Bitcoin into the next few weeks, and something like that would really bring a lot of relative strength into this USD pair. However, if Harmony One starts to break down and we lose the support around 96 Satoshis, then I would consider that potentially we're going to have a longer term visit of some lows. And if I zoom out here, the next key area that I'm looking at is going to be this area back from February 2021, similar to the USD pair. And this is a level that if I just drag this over here, you can see that was a high in February 2021, a pretty significant rejection. And this area, if we were to retest it from the current price, it would be another 22% or so correction back down. So that would be the implications if we start to lose the range. That's the next area of support I'm looking out to. If we start to break out above, then we can start to look towards some of these resistance levels, such as the one around 140 Satoshis. That was the high back earlier on in August, as well as June. So I hope you guys did enjoy the content and the analysis. By the way, make sure to check out our sponsors in the link in the description below. This channel is partnered with FTX.us. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.